How to go from this to this. Actually, it was not that bad in the beginning, and I'm not gonna spoil you yet how good or not good my aim was after 7 days, but the video idea is simple. I did the aim challenge before my 7 days training period and then after that to compare the times and skill in general, plus if I could feel any significant aim improvement in my games with only 1 week. First things first, I have to admit that I have never had too much time to play the game myself, especially practice my aim. I used to never practice or warm up, only in very rare cases, and that's wrong, but that's mainly because I have spent most of my time editing videos plus thinking about new ideas and creating content for you guys. So I feel like a full-time journalist compared to actual good CSGO players. Now when you know my platform, what we are working with, the training plan for the next 7 days can't be too shocking for my regular close to zero practice, only play when I'm streaming method. As promised, before the experimental week, I went on to aim_bots, 3 quick tries to get 100 frags as quickly as possible with 10 bots. Kevlars plus helmets on, and got myself a time 56 seconds. I will come back onto that later on. Now to the training, I set myself pretty much the lowest goal possible, 200 frags in deathmatch every single day, plus some bonus stuff when I felt so, like some bonus kills on aimbots or headshot only pistol deathmatch, whatever I wanted to do extra, but 200 frags in regular deathmatch was the go-to plan every day, without a certain shooting style like one taps or burst fires only, just 200 kills freestyle, however I feel it. So if this minimum package actually changes something in 7 days, every one of you watching this video right now should be able to do that. It's not that time consuming, as it takes a bit more than half an hour depending on your skills to get 200 frags on free-for-all deathmatch server. Sounds decent and also doable for older casual players who don't have that much time to put into the game anymore. Just a side note, if you want to go pro at one point of your career, you should train way harder than that. Anyways, it was time to start with the training, and I used CYBERSHOKE's platform for that, as they were kind enough to let me to use their service plus sponsor this video. It's totally free to use for everyone, but of course when you buy premium you get bunch of benefits, including reserved slot in most of their servers. There are also exclusive skin drops that'll only be dropped to premium players on all their servers, and after getting a skin they can be picked up from the website. Also a top list that may give you extra motivation to practice on CYBERSHOKE servers. Premium users have an advantage as they will get double XP, and the better your position, the more balance you can earn, which you can use to buy some nice skins from the store. Why not? I was mainly interested about the regular deathmatch, but there are loads of different game modes with different servers, some of them located in Russia, some of them located in Germany. This is the EU here, so if you're from EU, go give it a try. Great ping, loads of fun, and at the same time useful game modes to step up your game. For example, no scope deathmatch. I hadn't touched anything like that in my life before. But now I can happily check it off from my bucket list. Link for the CYBERSHOKE will be in the video description. If you want to get better, if you want to practice, check it out, especially if you're from EU. Thousands of people already use it, so you can easily find your deathmatch server even at 5 AM in the morning. Yep, been there, done that. It wasn't easy for me to find the will plus time to go and grind it. I would rather love to just play 5v5 and try to outsmart others with different tools in-game. You know what I'm talking about.
Front.
Fuck, you really on Nade? What's this game? NadeKing, what the fuck?
That was a nice play, dude.
Thanks.
Amazing play.
But for the CSGO pseudoscience, here I am getting those frags one by one every single day. As they say in traditional sports, it's not getting easier. Every practice/competition is as difficult as it has always been, just the result is getting better and better. Same here, I have no idea if this was my imagination, but I felt a slight improvement within the first minutes of practice. Aim just felt a bit crispier, and with some great music blasting in the background, it's actually pretty enjoyable to deathmatch. Now about my goal, daily 200 frags with freestyle shooting style. If we talk about going pro, it's not even the minimum. What many pros suggest is that never go to deathmatch without a certain task. What does it exactly mean, you may ask? 200 frags is something and surely works in a way, but if you want to be professional plus improve in different ways, you should set yourself shooting style targets with different weapons. For example, 50 frags with Deagle one taps only, 50 frags with AK burst fires only, 50 frags with M4 spraying only, only, etc. I believe the most famous but also very time-consuming practice challenge comes from Hiko. Estimated time to complete 90 minutes, 800 kills in total, first 300 in regular deathmatch, then another 200 in headshots only deathmatch, then pistol only 200, and back to normal deathmatch to go for the last 100 kills with any weapon plus just freestyle. The grand final must be as sweet as click on the subscribe button. Feel free to try it out if you like challenges. By the way, you can see from the footage that I used CYBERSHOKE's free service, as there are ads on the wall which wouldn't otherwise be there if you are a premium user, but it's surely a great place to practice no matter if you are premium or free. Just the reserved slot as a premium is very nice extra benefit and totally worth it to support the service that helps you to get better in the game. When being premium, you don't need to join half full servers or wait for full deathmatch server slot to open. You can just hop onto preferable server at your own given time. Easy as that. And one more thing for beginners that I should have mentioned earlier, that proper deathmatch servers are FFA, aka free for all. When at original valid deathmatch servers, you can kill only enemy side. For example, if you are a T, your targets are only CTs, then in free for all you can frag anyone. Teams do not matter, which equals more duels, and you can achieve 200 frags way faster than in regular deathmatch. So I completed my 7 days training, let's call it how to quickly get 6-pack in CSGO course, 1400 frags in total in deathmatch, plus a couple of thousand extra from aim_bots, and it was a time to do the aim bots time trial again. As I did the first one with 10 bots, I did the second one with 10 as well. Default is 12 bots I believe, so doing it with 10 bots is tiny bit harder. The result was pretty much what I expected in the beginning of the experiment, a slight improvement, better than before, but it could also come from just the luck plus a bit better time trial run. Truth is, to get stable and overall better aim in CSGO, you need to be constantly working on it. 7 days regular deathmatch is a great start but not a game changer. Like working out real life, with only 7 days you can't shape yourself that much, but you can give it a strong start with a full week of working out. Overall time close to 50 seconds, around 6 seconds better time than a week before. It's a no-brainer conclusion that this can't be just a better time run. My aim was actually getting better with those 7 days, and even though my training plan was kinda loosey-goosey compared to proper aim practice, I also hit some more headshots when I live streamed. Okay. 4 HP and 4K. If you were in the same boat with me and never really put time in to go and deathmatch, go try it out even for a short period of time and let me know how you felt in your matches after that. Now talking about those time trial runs, I have seen world records close to 30 seconds. Of course, I can't get close to that, but you can get better time by changing your settings. All epic world record clips I saw from YouTube had very good bot placements, nicely behind each other, so instead of a 1 kill, shooting those lined up ways, no Kevlar plus helmet, they'll easily give you 2 frags, which is a huge time boost, so these times may not really represent your actual skill in the game, as if you remember from my silver experiment where silvers beat average CSGO players and even global elites on those time run maps. It can be random, and to be honest, it's hard to properly measure your 7 days improvement, but that's a fact that this mini project surely improved my non-existing aim, and I'm happy for that.
NadeKing, nice!
Lady's sexy boy. That's
There are people out there who all the time ask me about CSGO training in general and how to get better in the game. I really think CYBERSHOKE is a nice project to help players to get better. It covers most of the useful practice modes to make you a more skilled player. Right now, their servers are only in EU and Russia, but never know what future holds for them. Fun fact, it's ran by a fellow CSGO YouTuber, Shoke. He puts a lot of passionate work into it to make it the biggest and the best CSGO practice servers network. Therefore, he wanted me to present the project with this little experiment. I hope it gets some of you who sincerely want to get better in the game on the consistent practice track, because that's what makes you better. Even 5, 10, 20 minutes deathmatch a day will improve your game a lot. But as I mentioned, with different game modes, you can practice various situations. You could play some retake, as there are special retake servers which mimic scenarios where bomb is planted to a certain bomb site and you either need to defend it or retake the bomb site. This game mode should be familiar for experienced players but could be very fresh for newer players. It actually helps you to understand retake scenarios better and how important one smoke at the right time could be, especially when the bomb is planted. You can try out your aggro peaks, what works and what not. You can try various utility lineups, etc. Retake situations play themselves out a little bit differently than the same bomb site before the bomb situations. Limited time really puts the pressure on you. There's no better place to try out your questionable retake plays than in those specialized servers. By the way, there are also pistols only retake servers out there. That's something for Dennis. To practice your AWP skills, you can either deathmatch or use special sniper servers for that. And of course, you can fine-tune your movement by playing Surf, KZ or B-Hop. In my opinion, they are all cool, but I do enjoy B-Hop servers the most. Believe me or not, I was decent in B-Hopping in CS 1.6. Somehow, I can't do it that well in CSGO. If you struggle to connect onto those servers, just pick your favorite game mode you would like to play, choose the difficulty and preferable map/server, then either press the play button and it opens your game automatically, but it may cause some FPS drops sometimes, so I always copy the connect and IP here, go in-game, open up a console and paste the code in the console, enter and you'll be in the game, easy as that. All in all, practice makes perfect, not just the time you put in, but smart practice time you put in the game or in whatever craft will give you a great outcome. I have been putting enormous hours into making those videos for you. We soon may be crushing this 1 million subscriber mark. One of the best CSGO players in the world, Simple, has put more than 10,000 hours into the game. It equals more than 416 consecutive days spent inside CSGO. You don't become the best overnight or with 7 days.